Good morning, Sean Lestrange from New Image Personal Conditioning, and I'm here to talk to you about the little things today and about how the little things add up to either success or move us closer to our fear, which is what we might perceive to be failure. So moving in a downhill direction or moving in the right direction, it's normally the little things that add up. As you know, at New Image, we're running a fat loss challenge at the moment. And we're going into week 4 of our challenge, so 3 weeks left. We're at a point now where I've been very fortunate to see some fantastic results. We had some people lose 5 kilos, 3 kilos, 2 kilos, 1 kilo. I see them all as being very successful, all heading on the path towards their goals. One thing I've also noticed is that over those 3 weeks, participation and adherence has dwindled a little bit with some people, and it really reminds me that healthy living is a mindset thing. It's all what's between our ears here, and extremely important to be in the right frame of mind, so that we're always in the right frame of mind, and no matter when we fall out just for a little bit, we can get straight back on the cart and keep pressing on. There are a few little things that make a difference when it comes to our fat loss challenge. And when I say little things, and I struggle to say that because they actually end up to be really big things. One thing that really springs to mind is meal prep. Now, meal prep is an activity that takes about 10 minutes before you go to bed for the next day. A tiny little window of time that can make a huge difference the next day. Because let's play this scenario out. You decide to go to bed instead of staying up and preparing your meals for the next day, or you decide to sit down and watch Game of Thrones or Wentworth, whatever it is, instead of preparing your meals for the next day. The next day, you're probably going to wake up feeling a little tired if you've stayed up late to watch those shows, and then you're going to be scrambling, looking for something to eat for morning tea or breakfast. You're definitely going to eat out, so you're going to go next door to the cafe to buy your lunch. Making a decision to buy something that you have no idea how it's being cooked, and quite often with a very limited menu. So extremely important to focus on that little thing, that tiny little window of time, that 10 minutes of commitment the night before, just before you go to bed, so then you wake up in the morning knowing that your morning meal, your midday meal, your afternoon snack, it's all been prepared. So you don't have to go outside your office or your work location to purchase lunch. I still want you to get outside and have a walk, but you don't have to go out and purchase your lunch. Another little thing might be getting to your workout on time. So arriving at your workout or at your gym for your workout, before your workout, so you can prepare for your workout. So when it comes time to work with your trainer, you are ready to go. So you are burning calories from minute 1 of your training program. You are increasing your strength from minute 1 of your training program. You're not going through the warm-up and preparation routine with your trainer, spending 5 to 10 minutes preparing for your workout when you could have done that before your workout. So there's another little thing, 10 minutes of a 30 to 40 minute program that you can complete before you train, making a huge difference to the way you train and ultimately the results that you will achieve long term. I want to give you a bit of a personal story about what happened to me over the weekend in terms of the little things. So Friday night I met up with a friend down at Coogee and I had a beer with this friend. Now I had two beers and left Coogee after that to go home or go to pick up my son from my in-laws' place. Now when I left Coogee, I decided to grab something to eat on the run on my way out. Now it wasn't on my meal plan. So one little decision to have 2 beers, very minor. It's okay, it's on the meal plan, you can have a few drinks a week. But then I went and ate something that wasn't on the meal plan because I'd been there having those 2 beers. I was stuck for choice. There was not much to eat, so I had to grab a burger as I left this establishment, and then straight away I am off my eating plan after a small decision to go and have a few beers. I could have prepared my meal for that evening the night before so I could go home and have a nice nutritious meal. Just a little thing. On Saturday morning, I worked at New Image. But when I got home, my wife said, let's go for a walk to Centennial Park with the kids. A tiny little decision, a very minor activity. Anyway, when I looked at my phone that night, I'd done 17,500 steps. One tiny decision to go for a walk with the kids, which ended up on me being at the park for the next 3 hours with the kids and having to walk all the way home. 17,500 steps, so a big plus on that one. Father's Day yesterday. I woke up and my kids and my beautiful wife gave me a beautiful breakfast in bed experience, or a breakfast in bed. I had a few muffins and I had a bagel from the local cafe just because the kids really wanted me to have it, and that's fine. Then we went out for lunch, and out for lunch I had a few beers with lunch, and then when we got home we had some cheesecake left over from the day before, and I had one slice of cheesecake. All these little things throughout the day that pulled me away from my meal plan. Now, I know it was Father's Day, a day of celebration, but I could have just cut that right down just to one meal. Celebrate with one meal and then get back on the meal plan. But another winning decision in the afternoon, because we'd gone up the coast for Father's Day, we'd been sitting in a car all day, I'd achieved very minimal steps, so my activity was way down. So if you looked at my step counter on my phone, it would have been maybe close to 500 steps from walking around the house in the morning. The kids really needed to get outside, so we went for a kick of the football down at the local park. And in that short window of time, 1 hour's worth of kicking the football around with the kids, I achieved 7,500 steps. So that one little decision again of going out with the kids to kick the football, having a really big win in terms of my activity over the day. So what are your little things that can make a big difference to your day and make a big difference to your overall health? I want you to I want you to ask yourself that question. Even put in the comments below, what are the little things for you that you know that you need to control? Those little decisions that you need to make in advance. Those little things you need to prepare for in advance. And those little decisions that you need to make in the minute to make sure they end up for long-term success. I'd love to hear what you think. Have a great day. See you soon.